So in an upcoming video, you're gonna see me basically organizing my entire kitchen. Pantry, spices, cabinets. So now knowing all of my inventory, I thought that was the perfect excuse for me to make a bunch of pantry meals. First thing that I'm making is a tuna salad. For that, I'm using beans. Naturally, I must add onions, and also I'd normally do celery. I'm going to chop that up in a second, but first I'm going to start by mashing my beans. And then again, for my pantry, I'm going to grab some seaweed snacks. And using my new kitchen shears, cut it up straight into the bowl. This is literally the easiest way to do this. Don't even bother with a knife. So if you don't have scissors, best bet, probably just like crumpling it in your hands. You're going to get larger pieces, but that's okay. I mean, it's all going to the same place anyway, right? And then for even more ocean taste, natural iodine, I'm going to add in some dulse flakes. Finally, your mayo. Last but not least, you still want to season. And for that, I'm using probably like salt, pepper, garlic. You can even do some Old Bay. Then for garnish, actually I'm just gonna use the tops of my celery because, you know, no waste. There are a lot of things that naturally sometimes we just throw away but are totally edible. And this is just like a midnight snack because I was too hungry to go to bed. So I'm just eating this with crackers. Yet another item found in my pantry. Oh, also got new kitchen things. I got a French press and some glasses. I adore the shape of this. Anyway, of course, I'll add this to the blog. So if you're looking for links to anything, remember, everything is always listed. And if you don't have Squarespace at this point, like, what are you doing? I've been talking about this for like a year now. Since I clearly suck at blogging, I'm gonna start utilizing a little bit differently. So I think it's time for a makeover. There's tons of features you can add to your website. You can create a bio site, which is like a landing page that you can put on all your social media and navigate people to whatever you're talking about, plus get your domain. So you can use my code for 10% off, A between E, or head to squarespace.com/A between E. I'll leave a link down below. I was talking about how I needed to make more Ethiopian dishes. So here I am attempting and probably failing at making some Niter Kibbeh, which is a spiced butter. And I say fail because my choice of vegan butter was not it. This one is a cashew coconut oil base. And as you know, coconut oil is very prominent, or just like, you know, like not butter. So basically what I'm saying is this blend, not awesome with that. And while there are still more herbs and spices I would have loved to add it to this is just what I had on hand, and I can try again later. And can I also add that these smell amazing? In case you're curious, things I would have added: fenugreek seeds, which I thought I did not have. I did, because it's one of the things I always keep on hand to infuse into my hair oil. Also, you could put in onions. Why didn't I do that? Also, in my pantry, how many times am I gonna say that? You get it. Next on the list, part of my inventory, I tracked down some fava beans. Do you know how hard it is to find these in store? Exactly. So I had to order them online. But moving on, I rinsed them, and then instead of just boiling them in water, I went for veggie broth. Taste, absolutely delicious. Very nutty, and now one of my favorite sources of protein. With this and the butter, I'm gonna be making ful. As I told you guys in a previous video, I'm prioritizing protein for breakfast because normally I'm a, carbs kind of girl. I love my smoothie, but we're trying something different. As you can see, I prepared my beans the night before, and now that it's morning, I'm going to cook my aromatics. And by the way, this recipe I got from another YouTube creator, so I'll make sure to put their video in the description box so you can follow along, because you know I don't know. had been hoarding some vegan scallops in my freezer for like quite some time. And what I had yet to do was to put them in pasta. I did make a scallop pasta before, if you recall, but it was with oyster mushrooms. This is gonna be a little bit different. Why? Because I'm adding breadcrumbs. So I'm taking some not so stale bread, because it was in my refrigerator, so it's not like hard or anything, but you get it. Throw it in a food processor. And we're just gonna toast it up in a pan. But of course, to do that, I have to use one of my handy herb cubes. It's basically olive oil with shallots, garlic, and parsley. All the things. This is my version of meal prep. It's the little things that make cooking a little bit faster for me. Yes, I'm salt and peppering my breadcrumbs because remember, you season every element. I'm gonna zest some lemon and also extract some juice. And remember, you'll always get maximum yield if you roll it on the counter first. We're gonna add that to the bucatini along with some of your reserved pasta water, as well as some vegan parm I found in my freezer and nutritional yeast. Add as much starchy water as you need to until you have the amount of gravy that you want. It's also at this stage that I would have added my scallops back in had I not completely forgot about them. So just do that a couple of minutes before your pasta is finished.